Hey you guys, so I only have like 2 hours and then I'm leaving for church with Mason's family, but I just wanted to make this really exciting update. So if you guys don't know, I do not have my license and I've been really trying to work on it. So before, I was really scared to get my license. I did not want to. It was just not the right time for me. And so the end of last year, like around October, I started working, or like before October, I started working on and getting my license. So my dad wanted me to get the permit test so I can drive on the road, and if I get pulled over, then I can show them my permit license. All October and like before that, I was taking the test, and I took it around six times, and I could not pass it. And I studied, I hired a teacher, and I still could not pass it. So then after my birthday on October 8th, I kind of took a break from the permit, getting my license, like going there every Thursday with my dad, and I kind of took a break from that. The teacher that I hired, she gave me a test, a practice test that you can do online, and you can take it multiple times and just practice, and it has almost the same questions as on the real test. And so then on Thursday, like 2 days ago, I went with my dad. We just randomly were like, okay, let's just go and see how you do. And so I go there, and I was nervous. I was so nervous. There's this girl in the front where she hands out the tickets. She knew my dad from his store, and so she recognized me and him anyways, because we used to go there every Thursday like last year. And she gave me my number, and I was waiting, and finally I got this really nice girl, and she like got me all ready for the test, and she can tell that I was nervous, and she's like, you got this, girl, just know. And she reminded me I can skip questions, that I will do fine, and she's like, I'm praying for you. Number 7, that's the computer number I had. She's like, number 7, that's a good number. And so I go back there, and I just was like breathing, and I started taking the test. So I don't know what it was, but I was getting such easy questions. And before, when I was at the desk and she was filling me in and getting me ready for the test, and I got my picture taken and stuff like that, I was like, can you give me the easy questions? And I don't know what it was, if she did something. I just have really easy questions about like bike safety, like on the road, seat belts, alcohol, like drinking and driving. There was even like one that said, what is usually a red sign? And the answer was like stop sign and like a warning sign and stuff like that, or do not enter sign. And I was just like going through these questions so easily. And I don't remember last time I took this test, it was being timed. So I remember also looking at the timer, and it said that I had 20 more minutes, because I was trying to make sure I wasn't going too slow, that the timer was going to run out before I got to the number of questions I needed to get right. And also I remember the last thing I saw was I needed 9 more questions to get right. And so I feel like I was on like I got 15 right. I'm not really sure. But all of a sudden, I answered a question. It was probably my like 17th one, something like that. I had 9 more to get right, and my test just came up, like turned off, and it said that I was done with my test. And so I was like, what just happened? And I walk out, and I go to the girl that my dad knows, and I was like, it just stopped in the middle of my test. And she's like, did you run out of time? And I said no. And she's like, I don't know, here's your ticket, you'll see when you get to the guy up there. And so I waited for my number. My dad was like, did you pass? I'm like, I have no idea, I think so. And he's like, we got like all excited. And so when I went up to the guy, when they called my number, he said that I passed my permit test. And I was like, really? I'm going to get like emotional right now. But how stressful this test has been. I don't know if any of you guys have taken it when you're supposed to take it when you're 16, but the driving situation has just been so stressful for me. And just hearing that he said that I passed, it just like let a whole weight off my shoulder. Sorry, I'm like crying. I don't know why. But me and my dad did cry when he said that I passed, and I was like, really? No way. And we just started crying, and my dad's he's an emotional guy. So I got my permit, and now I can start learning how to drive, and that's gonna be the easy part, because the test, I'm not good at tests, and I don't know what happened. I feel like her giving me positive, I don't even know what the word is, she was very positive, and at church, that's last weekend, they prayed for me and saying that I was gonna pass, and yeah, I feel like that helps. I know that sounds crazy and some people might not believe that, but I feel like just having positive feedback coming from me and being preyed on, I guess, it does help. Sorry that story was so long. I might do 2 videos, my permit video, and then I have some updating on with Mason. So bye.